Morning, welcome to Sparks. You know, Helen Keller is a famous case of a hopeless case who proved she wasn't quite so hopeless after all. But lesser known is the fact that a woman who drew Helen Keller out of her dark and silent world was a lady named Sullivan. She was once considered a hopeless case too. Anne was born in April 1866 to poor Irish immigrants in Massachusetts. Her father worked little and drank much, and her mother suffered from tuberculosis. Anne herself contracted trachoma, which went untreated and resulted in near blindness. When her mother died, Anne and her brother Jimmy wound up in the state poorhouse in Shrewsbury, where they boarded with prostitutes, mental patients and other troubled persons. And before long, Jimmy died and Anne was left alone with no caring relative in the whole world and no prospects. The turning point came when a team from the Board of Charities arrived at the poorhouse. Anne literally threw herself at the head of the team and begged to be given an education at a school for the blind. She wasn't totally blind, but she was nearly there. Her plea was heard, and at age 14 she was enrolled in Perkins Institute for the Blind, where in 6 years she went through elementary school classes right up to graduation and even became valedictorian, top of her class. Now, during that time, a brilliant operation restored her sight, and Anne therefore devoted herself to caring for the blind. So hope means hoping when all things are hopeless, or it is no virtue at all, said G.J. Chesterton. And this is the truth for Helen Keller and Anne Sullivan. Jonah knew this too. When he was thrown into the water, he was sinking in the water, in the sea, little dreaming that he could be rescued, swallowed by a big fish, and go on to serve the Lord. When we're out of hope, that's when it's time to turn our thoughts to God and hope again. So today, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel out of hope, maybe you feel a bit like Anne, like life's given you a bunch of knocks, hey, turn your thoughts to Him and say, Lord, how can I serve you? Because in serving Him, you will find meaning for life and you will bless those around you. Think about that. We'll see you tomorrow on Sparks.